So here we are, starting out our journey from a little car park near Denaby Ings. And this journey takes us on the old railway track which goes right the way out to a place called Conisbrough. Now it's not quite Barnsley, just outside the Barnsley area, but we're here on a really cold and frosty morning. And the sun's shining out. It's a beautiful day, but everything frosted over. We've got to watch where we put our foot in. But this old railway track takes us out to a spectacular place. Not many people know about it. A place called Conisborough Viaduct. An amazing structure, not much talked about, but actually the public can walk across that, and that's where we're heading now. And so here we are, walking along the old railway track from Denaby Ings. Now around this area, some beautiful wildlife parks from the old industrial sites that used to take over this area. And we're on the old railway track here, which takes us all the way out to Conisbrough. Quite a bit of walking to do this morning, and we've got a few miles to go. But as you can see up ahead of you, the track is fairly level, fairly straight. And we're going to be walking right the way across the countryside out to a spectacular place called Conisborough Viaduct. Now interestingly, and I've talked to a few people, and not many people seem to know about this viaduct, and yet it's very spectacular. So let's take the journey and see where it leads. And so as we approach this bend in the walkway now, you can start to see that we come up against a big bridge that's covering the River Don, which is just ahead of us. Not the viaduct, but certainly an impressive bridge, especially for walkers and cyclists to be able to cross at this point. The beautiful scenery to be seen. Now as we pass down this part of the track, what we've got ahead of us is what used to be the Earth Centre, and this was built with money that was dished out around about the time of the millennium to set up a special visitors centre in this area. Now the place was closed a few years ago, but it's still used as an education centre, and you might be able to look at what it used to do when it was up and running. The Earth Centre was built on 400 acres of former mining land on the old Cadeb main colliery site, and it cost £42 million to build. And you can see that the area still has a number of buildings that were used originally for accommodation. Don't know what they're used for now, but you can see that they're still up and running, and there's areas of steam rising from some of the chimneys. And while we're passing, what we see here is Cadeb Tunnel, now obviously disused, but it goes under the edge of this hill and comes out at the other side near a quarry works. Whereas what we see here is the Conisbrough Tunnel, which is down between the bushes there but still in use, and currently live traffic continues to come through this tunnel all the way out from Doncaster to Mexborough and beyond. And so here we are, this is what we've been approaching. It's Conisborough Viaduct, an impressive structure running all the way across the Don Valley. And down below is the River Don, flowing quite heavily because of the recent rains that we've had, but covered at the moment in frost. But the sun is out and hopefully we get some glorious pictures of this viaduct just ahead.
The viaduct was constructed to form part of the Dearne Valley Railway, which came through Cudworth and Goldthorpe stations and connected the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway from Crofton in Wakefield. It took 250 men to build this immense structure and was eventually opened in 1909, spanning 1,527 feet of the valley.
And this amazing structure behind me has over 20 arches and is 115 feet high.
In fact, at a quarter of a mile long, it has only 3 arches less than the better known and greatly more famous Ribble Head Viaduct. Each of these impressive arches is 55 feet wide and ranges from 40 feet in height to 115 feet in the centre. The metal girder bridge, which spans the River Don, is 150 feet in length. The viaduct was designed to carry double-line rails and was built using 15 million Staffordshire red and pressed blue bricks. Sadly, the line ceased to carry trains in 1965 and became a forgotten relic. However, it was reopened as a cycleway in 2010 to form part of the Trans-Pennine Trail.
So there we have it. Even within this region near Barnsley, there are some amazing and fantastic structures to be seen. Great for going on walks. And you're invited to join me next year for another wonderful series of the Lost Railways of Barnsley.